Hello everyone. Today I am Claudia and today I'm gonna be showing you how I make these cute stickers. I am using a Maker 3, Cricut Maker 3, and I will be showing you how I create them using Design Space and how I print them using very easy settings that are going to help you achieve the best colors. Look how vivid, look how bright they are. You know, they're very bright. They are just bright, vivid colors. So I'm going to be showing you how you can achieve these bright colors right on my Epson ET 4800. And also, I'm going to be showing you how I cut the stickers in my Cricut Maker 3. That way you don't get spaces where the machine doesn't cut, or you don't get things where it kind of it feels like a little ripped or stuff like that. The machine just cuts them around and very easy with no problem. So stay with me so I can show you. The video is a little lengthy, but take your time, watch it, one step at a time. If you don't have the time all at once, then divide it. But it is the reason why it's a little bit lengthy is because I'm showing you step by step. So I hope you make them and I hope this video is helpful. Thank you very much. Stay with me. Hello everyone. Today I'm going to show you how I make stickers with my Cricut Maker 3. I have this design right here that I thought it was funny. I created it, and what I did, I'm gonna be showing you how I did them, and I'm gonna still working on this. So the first thing that I'm gonna do is I am going to show you how I'm gonna do one for dad and one for mom. Okay, I'm gonna create two different sets, two different ones, and I'm gonna be showing you how I did that. So I open Design Space, and I'm gonna go to images. So then what you're gonna do is you're gonna find your images that you are looking for. So I typed TV remote, and that's the one that it came out. I just grabbed that one. I grabbed the one that I liked it the most. I'm gonna put this out of the way so we can work with this. And then I made it a little bit smaller like this. Um, I'm not worrying about size just yet, but I'm just kind of making it a little bit smaller. That way I'm able to work with it a little bit better. And then I went back to my images and I found and I typed bunny ears. And I believe this is the ones I have. Let me see which ones I have. Oh no, I don't have those. I have these ones. So then if we don't find exactly the same, I guess I have to move this, that way I know exactly which ones I have. Um, you can find another ones. It doesn't have to be exactly the ones that I'm using. You can find whatever you would like. I just found these ones and um and those are the ones that I like, so I'm gonna be using those. Okay, so now here, the problem I have with this kind of designs is that you see how it shows in the back. I kind of don't like that, so I'm not choosing any like that. If it's possible, like for example, just go and choose I personally don't like it, but if you like it, then you're fine. You know, it's your own preference. So these ones are the one that I have. Okay, so I'm gonna go and just accommodate them. I don't want them to be like really, really, really big, but I don't want them to be really, really small either. All right, I have my bunny ears, and now I'm gonna look for feet. And then what I did was bunny feet. And And again, I don't want this kind because as you can see, this is what happens. You can see through. There are ways for you not to have this, but in this case, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna want, I would like to find something that is colored and that I don't have to find, that I don't have to deal with their showing. Okay, so then I have my feet right here. Oops, a little bit better. I'm gonna go and position them, whatever I want, whatever I feel that is kind of center. And then I'm gonna go and group my TV, my remote, okay? And I'm gonna go group, okay? All right, very good. All right, and that's how you do the next step for us is to do the image in the center, which is our beer. So I'm gonna go here, I'm gonna go to images, and I'm gonna go and find beer. And I wanted one that had only one beer and that had the foam on top. That way you give them like a little bit of effect. You know what I mean? Like I don't know. I like this one. Just it has a foam on top and it's really yellow. So I really like, the color of this one. But you can go and certainly, if you have Design Space, you can certainly go and find all kinds of different shapes and different colors. All right, then after that, we're gonna need some bunny ears. So I went here and I went back to images and I went and searched for bunny ears. And I think I have those. Okay. So then I'm gonna go here and you notice how we have them in front of the beer. I really don't want them in front of the beer. So I'm gonna just pass them to the back. How do I do that? I'm gonna go and click on my design and then I'm gonna right click and I'm gonna do send backwards. There we go. And this way I have my ears like that. Perfect. All right. And then now I need my bunny feet again. I'm going to try to find some that are gray bunny feet. It's okay if it's not the same ones as in these ones are good. As in my other design is fine. I can have two different sets, which is good too. All right, so I have my bunny feet in here. And then now I'm gonna go and group my design. And the reason why we group it, we're gonna flatten in a moment, but the reason why we group it is that way we have one design and we can move it around. You see now it's not 3, 4 images together, but it's one, okay. Now the one that I need after that is my pizza. So I'm gonna go to my images, find pizza, find pizza. I like round pizza, but if you like, you can find slices here in Design Space, any shape that you like. You want ones with colors, another ones with no colors. So it all depends on what your preference, right? Your own preference. All right, so I'm gonna do this one. And again, I'm not sure if it's the same one that I have on my design, but it's fine. All right, and then I'm gonna do bunny feet. Bunny feet, and I probably do ones that are kind of big. That way, these ones. All right, there we go. And I'm gonna go here and I'm gonna attach them to my pizza. Right, and then I need, my next step is bunny ears. And let's try to find something that combined with this kind of colors, with the same colors. So I can do pink and maybe not as, maybe these ones. Um, let's see if I can find, they're loading, something that is pink, and notice pink. These ones are, oh, maybe these ones too. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna not use those, and I'm gonna use these ones. They're not exactly the same, but I still like them. Okay, and then what I need to do again is I have my ears in front. I don't want them in front. I want them in the back. So I'm gonna do send backwards, send backward, and there you go. And now I'm going to attach it. A group, and I'm going to attach everything. Our next step is to group our designs, right? Our designs here, I'm going to make this a little bit longer, a little bit. That way my three guys are the same size. Okay, so I'm going to group it, and then I'm going to do my writing, which in this case, if you look at this one, I have Dad's favorite peep. So probably what I'm going to do here, I'm going to just do a different font. And I'm going to go to my text box, and then I am going to text. I'm going to do Dad's favorite. Oops. Okay, very good. So now I am going to go here, and I am going to find a font that I like. Some of them are really cool. I really like where they are nice and thick. That's my preference because that way they're easier for them to read. And, otherwise, if you do them like really, really tiny, then it's just hard. It's just hard for people to read. And then it kind of kills the design in a way. If you have some writing and if it doesn't show very well, then it kind of kills your design in a way. It doesn't, people don't appreciate it as much. So that one is good. I saw another one that I liked. Where was it? Know that. Um, I like one that is kind of nice and big and chubby in a way, but is I like it because I like those type of fonts because they are did I do this one already? Yes, this one is kind of nice too. They are uh, more noticeable. So I like when they are noticeable. All right, so I'm going to increase it right here. So it's nice and big. I'm going to just do black. Maybe I'm going to do some sort of offset. You see this one, how it has this little line outline. I like when it has that. So in this one, what I'm going to do, I'm going to go to offset. And that one is too big, I think. I'm going to minimize this a little bit. I'm going to minimize that a little bit. And apply, but I'm going to get another color. And in this case, I probably do green. It looks good in green, but maybe I wonder if blue looks best. Maybe too dark. I want something that kind of contrast, something that is kind of the opposite. Maybe yellow. No, the yellow. I like the yellow. Okay, and then I'm gonna group everything. That way my offset doesn't move, and that way my text stays all together. And then I'm grouping everything because I want everything to be one design. All right, so I have one design right here. Now it's time for me to size it. What size do I want? I like my stickers, these ones particularly, these ones, I want them to be a little bit bigger. So I'm gonna go ahead and do 1.5, 1.7, maybe, and maybe 1/6, and then maybe I'm gonna do 2 2, just like that, and then I'm gonna bring these ones here, and I'm gonna do the same size. This one is 2 2 1/6. I'm gonna do the same one with this 2 2 and 1/6. Okay, so I'm gonna do 1/6 right there. Kind of looks this one bigger for a reason. 2 2 1/6, and this one is 2 2 1/6. Well, says that is the same. All right, I'm gonna duplicate that one. And to duplicate your design so you don't have to do it again, it's very easy. To just go to your design, click on your design, right click, and then this menu is gonna open up, and then you just say duplicate. And very easy, it just comes here, and then very easy, and there you go. Now I'm gonna group everything one more time, and what I'm gonna do right here, we cannot see it, but I'm going to click on my design, and I am going to go to, let me see if we can see him here. Go to this that says flatten. Let me show you here. I'm going to just make this a little bit. There you go. So I selected my design, and then I'm going to go to flatten right here. So they show like real stickers. Okay. So now let's go and do. Okay, now I have this design here, but I am going to go and look for another design too. And I'm going to go to my images, and I am going to find ears, bunny ears. And I'm going to do I like for mom. Let's see if I can find something with flowers, because sometimes they are really cute. We have those. Also, we have those, but these ones have the feet, so no, no, really. So let's see what kind. Yes, probably not those, but these ones with flowers. These are flowers. And then what I'm gonna do here, I'm gonna do a shape here, because this is what we're gonna do. We are going to look for a rectangle. Look at this one. We are gonna do that one. And what I'm gonna do right here, I'm gonna pass it back, but I have to center, okay. Okay, center and then pass it back. There we go. And in here, I'm gonna do text, and I'm gonna do, I don't know where my text is. There you go. There they go to they go, they don't like to be found. And I'm gonna say mommy bunny. Mommy. And then I'm gonna do, I wanna leave this font. I kind of like it, but I'm gonna just do it smaller because it has to fit. And I go to font size, and I'm gonna do this. Mommy bunny #1. I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna expand this a little bit. Expand it. Mommy. Let me put this front. There we go. And then I'm gonna do bunny text. I'm gonna do mommy bunny. And I would like this to be this one to be cursive. So let's wait for it. There we go. And now I'm just gonna change the color to black, really black. I really like black. All right, mommy bunny. And I'm gonna make this a little bit bigger. There we go. Mommy bunny, and I'm gonna do #1 in here. Look how pretty. Mommy bunny #1. I'm gonna do images, and I'm gonna do a star. Probably this one a little bit smaller because I want to do the number one in there. All right, so I'm going to do shapes and I'm going to do a star. Look for a star right here. And this is going to be yellow. Yes, okay. And then I'm going to do the number one. And this is still too, oh, maybe not so much. Okay, and then I'm going to do my number one. Images, text, and I'm going to go and do numero uno, number one. There we go. And I'm going to go here and select number one right there. Maybe not. I want one that really looks like a number one. One that is complete, you know, like that has like this one, for example. There you go. You see how it is? It has a little tail right here and then the kind of the base at the bottom. And then I'm gonna do this one. I'm gonna do it blue. Okay, I'm gonna do blue, my number one. I'm gonna group my star. Group my star the way I can move it as one. All right, Mommy Bunny. And then number one. Here, let me move my star a little bit. One of the things that I used to struggle a little bit with this was me moving my design. Look at this right here. And if I want to move it this way a little bit, I will come here to rotate, but then it will take me forever to rotate it like that. Or if I wanted the other side, it will take me forever to do it the other side. So what I learned was that if you go to the corners and then you go out a little bit, look at this, you pull your mouse a little bit out and then you wait for that, for these arrows like that, then you can move it to your own preference. So that is not as fast and it's not as, it doesn't take, it's faster, it doesn't take you as much. All right, now I'm gonna go and group everything and I'm gonna minimize this. Mommy Bunny, number one. And I'm going to put it at 1.3. I'm going to do 1.4. And then I'm going to do 1.5 and see how it looks. Sometimes, you know, we just have to modify a little bit like that. I don't like the way it looks. So probably I'm going to do 1.7. And I think it's going to look a little bit better. All right, so now I'm gonna group this because you know what? I forgot that I need to we need to do the offset for that. So now I'm going to ungroup it. Okay, so I'm gonna do here and I'm gonna have come here to do the offset for those. It's gonna show black and probably not, probably like that. You can do it like this, or you also can do it as a, for example, as with a shape in the back. So I'm gonna go here and I'm gonna do the offset like that. And I can do it like that, or I can do the with a little shape on the back. And sometimes that looks nice too. So I'm gonna keep it just like that and I'm gonna go apply. It's gonna show black. I don't want it black. I usually like white or a very color that really is lighter than my sticker. And then I'm gonna group it. I'm gonna do the same with this one. I'm gonna come and do my offset. I'm gonna cancel this because I need to be able to see it. So I'm gonna come here, offset, and then I'm gonna go and see how it looks. I like it, okay. I like it, apply, and I'm gonna go and do white. And then I'm going to group it, that way I have one design. And I have one design, and I'm gonna put them right next to each other. That way I don't waste any space. All right, so I'm gonna do my offset, and let me bring it here. I'm gonna cancel this, and I'm gonna have this one right here so I'm able to see it. And let's wait for it. I'm gonna do it a little bit bigger. Sometimes I even do point 0.15. Sometimes 0.2 is too big, but you can do it like that too. There we go. Apply. I'm going to apply it and it's going to come black, but we don't like it black. We are going to do it maybe like this is good and group it. That way we have our stickers, our three. There we go, like that and like that. Okay. And then Mommy and Bunny, I'm going to give it a offset 2, but in this case, I wanted that to be white, and I'm gonna minimize a little bit and see if I can make it a little bit thinner. Apply, and I want it white. Right here, white, and then I am going to group everything. Okay. And now let's finish the other one that I have, and I have my favorite peeps call me mom, and I'm gonna have some bunnies here. I kind of thought about um, having certain bunnies in there. Let's see. Let me just make this bigger. Call me mom. I like the letters to be a little bit big. There we go. And I need some bunnies. So I go to images here and I'm gonna do bunnies and see what it gives me. Or you can also do peeps if you like it better. I like this one. I kind of like this one. So I'm gonna just minimize that probably and just put the square in there and make this basket, put it here. And there you go, my favorite peeps call me mom. Kind of like this one. And then maybe go and have some hearts. Images, I'm gonna do hearts Easter. And look at these ones. I like colors, so I'm gonna just come and do color in here. I don't want them really big, so I'm just gonna come here and I'm going to rotate them. I look for my corners. And then twist it like that. So I'm gonna come here and then I look for the corners. I go out a little bit and then I do. And I'm gonna just make them smaller a little bit. That way my sticker is not that big. Okay, and then I'm gonna do this one too. I like that one because of the colors. The colors are nice. All right, so then now I'm gonna group everything in here. Group everything. And now we're gonna size it. And I'm gonna do, let me get rid of this right here. I'm gonna size it. I'm gonna do 1.92, maybe 1.8. Like that. And I'm gonna do my offset. That way the machine cuts around it and it looks nice. I'm gonna do it a little bit bigger. Sometimes apply. Sometimes we can hide if my sticker has some holes in the middle, then I can hide them sometimes. All right, so now I'm gonna put them all together like this, duplicate and duplicate right here. And I don't know if I'm gonna be able to fit 4, but I'm gonna try. I don't want them too small in this case, so I'm gonna try to see if I can fit 4 stickers, but I'm not sure if I'm gonna actually be able to, but let's see what it says once I'm printing. All right, so I'm gonna duplicate this, duplicate, and I'm gonna duplicate my peeps like that. And I'm gonna duplicate Mommy Bunny. That way I have a variety of them, making them a little bit bigger. Duplicate again. Okay, and then I have 4. I gotta do another one of these ones. All right, so now I don't know if I can fit another one. As I said, I don't want them too small, but I'm gonna try to see if I can fit. It's okay if they're not the same size, it's fine. All right, so I'm gonna try to see if I can duplicate one more in here and see what the machine does. Okay, so now let me just make my screen smaller because now we're gonna work on this side. Now what I'm gonna do right here, I'm gonna select all. I'm gonna group all. Oops, select, group everything, and then I'm gonna go here and let me put this on top right here, and I'm gonna go flatten. And it's telling me that it's too big. So, okay. Okay, it's telling me that it's too big for my page. So I have to make this smaller, but I'm gonna see how I am going to do it. I would like to know the size of my stickers. I don't want to just make the page smaller and have stickers that are not the size that I want. All right, so I'm gonna go here and I'm gonna click on my page. And here is telling me auto resize image or change page size. I can really change my page size because if I show you here, the load type that I'm using right now is 8.5 by 11, which is the size of my paper. So what I'm gonna do here, I'm gonna do auto resize. And I'm just gonna wait for that to reset itself and then to show me that it will be okay for me to do. I think it's 6.4. It's gonna tell me it's 7. All right, there we go. I think if I do a little bit more, it's gonna tell me no, but let's try. Okay, so now it's not telling me anymore that I need to make it smaller or anything like that. So I guess we're good. 7.7. Let's do 7.8. 7.8 and 7.8. All right, so it's not telling me to do smaller. Okay, perfect. So now I'm gonna go and do make, and it's time for me to print. So what I'm gonna do right here is go to make, and then my printers are going to show. And I'm going to show you the settings so you achieve very bright colors. It's so nice when you get those bright colors. It's just worth it. You know, it's so nice. So I'm going to show you what settings I use um, for me to to be able to achieve nice colors. Okay. And I'm gonna go here and I'm gonna do, okay. So, all right, this is good. So now print, continue. I'm gonna hit continue and it's gonna send to printer and it's telling me the marks. Yes, okay. And they show funny in here, but it's okay. So I'm gonna go here and find my printer and the one that I want is my ET 4800. I don't want any bleed. I want system dialog because I need to be able to do my settings. All right, so I want to choose my printer. I'm going to go to my size, choose my size. I want premium photo, paper glossy. I want high quality. And then I want more. I'm going to turn this. That way the printer is not printing as fast. And I'm gonna go to Epson colors and I want RGB. That's the one I want. I want brightness 3. Every time that I do stickers. I like to do this, follow this every time that I use printable vinyl because these colors, I like it. I like the density kind of strong, so the colors show a little bit better. I really like them to show my colors nice and strong. All right, so now I'm gonna do okay, and I'm gonna go and print. Send to print. Then what I did right here, I have this contact paper that I cut just around enough so it does not block my registration marks. I'm gonna be cutting right here so it doesn't block my registration marks, and my machine, my Cricut Maker 3, is able to read them. And done. Now the settings that I use to cut my stickers when I have a laminated sheet like this one. Oh, my lamp is in the way. I'm sorry. There you go. Let me just turn it around. When I have my printed paper sticker already ready, but also I have a laminated sheet on top to give it a little bit of more durability. This is not going to be waterproof, but it's going to be water resistant. It's gonna give it like a little extra protection. All right, so now the settings that I'm gonna use are going to be glitter cardstock, and I'm gonna do more, and then I'm gonna go to my machine and put my paper with my in my mat.